Also, there's been a little chatter, right? You talked about Golden State. There's been a little chatter between the Warriors and the Cavaliers, and we had, Draymond Green saying his comments pre-season, and we had now Iman Shumpert answering, saying that they're going to bust the Warriors up in the finals. LeBron, though, was asked about Shump's comments, and he said he's not buying into it. He said it would be foolish of me and disrespectful to myself, my teammates, and the rest of the competition to just put ourselves into a third matchup with them, of course, referring to the finals. I haven't even fantasized about it. I haven't thought about it. It's too long of a season. It's too much work to be done to put myself in that mind frame. I have to read to the end of this quote, but I'm going to now show you Tracy McGrady's face. But they're a great team. Tracy, how do you feel about this? He looks a lot like Kermit there, doesn't he?
I get all that in the first part of that, but that last statement when he was like, he haven't thought about it, Come on, Bron. So you trying to tell me the year that you lost to Golden State, you wasn't looking for revenge the next year? You didn't just look towards, the finals. You forgot about all the other teams that possibly, and I'm not going to say all the other teams that possibly you could have played against. Yes, you surpassed, you overlooked all the other teams, and you put Golden State in the finals last year because you wanted them. Yes, you're doing that this year again as well.
Yeah, you remember last year, Rachel, when the Warriors were getting off to a 24-0 start. LeBron was like sort of comparing his team. He was like, come on, let's go, look what they're doing, let's go. This year, I think he wants to project himself as being more the hunted.
Above it all,
than the hunter, because wide active. But Tracy's right, come on.
Bron wants that. For sure. KD's on there now. He wants that.
Let me tell you something. When the Cavs were flying from Chicago from Cleveland over to Chicago last night, I'll bet they were keeping an eye on that score. And they probably got into the hotel last night. The game probably wasn't even over because it didn't end until like 1:30 in the morning here. They were probably watching it. LeBron was breaking down every possession. So I don't buy that for a second, but it was a nice quote.
Look, here's the question. The Cavaliers had a Halloween party. What were the cookies about? Were the cookies about other teams?
Come on, Bron.
Not about other teams.
Who are you fooling?
So, but I will say, LeBron always says the right thing, right?
Not always, but most of the time.
Often. He is often
We pick holes in it, though.
And tempted to say other things, and I think, once again, this time, he was able to say the right thing. We have another distant replay for you, because it's an hour-long show, and we like giving you awesome, good old-time clips. Take a look. I don't even know what this is from, so we're going to watch it all together, kids.
Now it's official. He does take it away with Fish. The lob. Kobe does it. How did he get to that baby?
That was I'm going to have to talk to Derek. That was not a very good lob. But Kobe made it look good because somehow he was able to guide it home.
Welcome back to The Jump from the Windy City, the iconic Chicago Tribune building on Michigan Avenue there. And we are pleased to welcome in General Manager of the Bulls, Garth Foreman. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, most people will tell you that they have this careful off-season plan. It's all done to a T. They know how they're going to do in free agency. They know about the draft. If you sit here and tell me that you knew back in April that Dwayne Wade, Rajon Rondo were going to be joining Jimmy Butler on this team, I would be surprised to hear you say that.
Well, we didn't know that one. I mean, we had a plan.
Yes.
And, our plan was we knew we had to make changes to the roster. And, we had a really nice run for 6 or 7 years. I think the injuries really put us in a tough place. So our plan was, we thought we had some good young pieces. We wanted to add some youth to our roster, and we did. We've now got 10 players on our roster with 3 years less experience. But in doing so, we kind of debated, do we want to go to a full rebuild or do we want to retool this roster? And our decision was to retool it when you've got a Jimmy Butler and some of the young players that we have. So we did want to add some veterans that A, can contribute on the floor, and B, from a leadership perspective, kind of show our young guys what they needed to be doing in the next several years as they develop. So obviously, when Dwayne did become available, we got the best of what we could have hoped for, and it's been everything we hoped for plus more.
There was a little bit of the feeling of, oh, this great opportunity is here, let's grab it. This opportunity is here with Rajon Rondo, let's grab it. How concerned were you, or what was your concern about how they would fit together, the chemistry in the locker room, but also on the floor? You're talking spacing issues, shooting issues.
Yeah.
What were you worried about?
Well, we read a lot about that, but that wasn't a huge concern of ours. We've got some guys that can shoot the ball, in Nikola Mirotic, Doug McDermott, Valentine, who we drafted, Isaiah Cannon, who shot it very well for Philly last year. So, what we were looking at is we had 3 guys that could play make with the basketball, and that's something we hadn't had in the years past. And so we thought they would fit from that perspective, and we really thought their personalities would fit. And I know you guys have read about where Jimmy spent some time with Dwayne when we were recruiting him, and they talked about it. And we spent a lot of time with Rajon for a couple of days before we signed him, and we felt that those 3 wouldn't have a problem fitting here on the floor, and so far they haven't. They've got along great.
From what you see, what kind of impact does Dwayne Wade have on Jimmy Butler?
Well, really he's impacted all our players. And, and I've said this a couple times about Dwayne. I've been here 18 years now, I've been the GM for 8. I've never been around a player that gets it at every level like he gets it. And Brian, you were around him quite a bit, but from an organizational standpoint, from a team standpoint, what he does in the locker room, what he does on the practice floor, how he prepares, which again is such a positive for Jimmy, but for all of our players. And the added benefit of all that is he can still play. So you're getting the best of both worlds. And again, we've just been thrilled with what he's brought to this.
That was a setup question. So tell the cast, why didn't you sign me when I was available?
I know we talked about it.
It's available now.
Yeah.
Come on, guard.
You actually look like you can still play.
By the way, when he's at these arenas, he starts shooting. I can tell you.
I guess I didn't get it.
Scottie Pippen says all the time, and you guys have seen Scottie, he's 49, 50 now. He looks like he can still play.
Yes.
But he'll sit up with us some during the games, and he'll look down at some older players who are now have gone from 3 to stretch 4, and he'll say, my goodness, I could be a stretch 4 in today's game. So I guess I'm going to ask you, could you be a stretch 4?
In today's game, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so
Could you guard stretch 4s?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
I see Shannon Fry out here. I could guard Shannon Fry.
So you're supposed to be on Countdown later tonight, but that might not happen because you might get a contract in between now and
then. You don't have a roster spot.
We'll see what happens. You talked about making the decision that you wanted to retool some things here. Take me through the process of deciding that you were going to move on from Derrick Rose, who had been such a central part of this franchise for so long.
Yeah, I think it was really the opportunity that we had. We going into the summer, we realized it was probably going to be difficult to keep Joakim Noah and Pau Gasol. And, we thought to get a guy like Robin Lopez, who's been fantastic for us, but to get a 28-year-old center that was locked up on a good contract long term, along with getting Jaren Grant, who's a guy we liked in the draft, we just thought it was a great opportunity for us as we retooled the roster again. With Jaren, get somebody younger, Lopez, get somebody younger. You got to give to get.
Right.
And I think it's going to be a win for both sides because we fully felt Derrick was going to have a very good year, but we knew he was going into free agency a year from now. And we just thought we could solidify what we were trying to do by getting those couple players.
I mean, you don't usually trade away a guy who was an MVP for you not that long ago. There must have been a little bit of a catch there of, okay, is this really the right move?
Well, I mean, we debated quite a bit about it, and but like I said, we were going to be able to fill some needs that we felt we had, and I think it's good for Derrick also. That he gets a fresh start. Mm-hmm. So, like any trade, you hope it's a win-win, and I think it has been.
Let's talk about Jimmy Butler as well. Obviously, continuing to flourish here.
Yeah.
We heard all the rumors. You guys were considering dealing him as well.
Right.
How much truth was there to any of that?
There really wasn't. And, obviously we were getting calls about Jimmy. And some of that was put out, I think, a year ago when Jimmy had made the comment about Fred.
Right.
So some of that he brought on himself, and we had talked about that. But we got calls. It's our job to listen. But we know we have a special player in Jimmy Butler.
And under contract, Gar. He's under contract.
Under very good contract long term.
But it's a great contract.
Yeah.
You couldn't there's like maybe 2 or 3 guys in the league I would trade Jimmy Butler for, not to do Gar's job for him.
Right.
But I didn't hear any of them attached.
And again, he fit with what we were trying to do is get younger. He still was 26 years old at the time on a good contract, and we've talked all along. He'll continue to get better and grow because of the way he works and his mindset. And he's taken a whole nother step this year, both from what he's doing on the floor and also from a leadership perspective. He's been terrific as far as, again, how he prepares, how he practices, engaging with teammates. So it's been very positive.
I love that video we were showing before. It was from your team video of the guys in the movie theater together, just getting along together. It just seems like you couldn't have asked for all of that to work out better than it has.
The vibe's been terrific, and really 1 through 15, our guys are in a good place. And so there's going to be bumps in the road because we have 4 new starters and 10 new players. But as long as the vibe's good, guys are working, guys are competing and playing together, I think we've got a chance to have a good team.
Well, number 3 in the Eastern Conference right now. Not
too
bumps
bad.
in the road. So congratulations on that. We look forward to tonight and seeing the battle go there.
Welcome to Chicago.
Thank you. And if you do hire away Tracy in the next hour or two, just give him to the end of the show.
Hey,
The
they
jump
brought
rope.
me in for a workout when I was a free agent. I came in here and sweat.
You almost did. I mean,
And
did we
didn't
want
get
to
a call
retell
back.
this? Did we want to
I
retell
was
the
that
story?
bad
Did we?
Damn, Gar.
Do we want to retell the story about how you were almost traded for Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan squashed the deal? This is
I've
before
heard
your
it,
time.
because I worked with Jerry Krause, and
it's true.
Jerry was a huge fan.
Almost made a deal that would have changed the course of NBA history.
You were a free agent several times when you were younger. You could have come here another time.
It worked out. Thank you for joining
I
us.
should have reminded you of that. Didn't we have you in on a free agent visit?
Yeah, but man, that was bad. It was bad.
We will continue this conversation during the break. Thank you, Brian Windhorst. We'll be back right after this, talking a little bit about the Cavaliers. And first, take a look at our distant replay from this date on 2004.
The Spurs shooting is dipped after that great start. Oh, Tim Duncan! Now that is a throwdown. Ben Wallace does not have many of those against him.
It's a make or miss league. It's a make or miss league. Make or miss. It's a make or miss league. Make or miss. It's a make or miss. It's a make or miss league.
Look how fancy we are. Make no-look dimes. Marcus Gasol went over the shoulder. Perfect no-look assist on
Better
the
do that
fast
while you're
break.
ahead, not behind.
One of the best big passing big men in our league.
Yeah, it doesn't really get enough credit for that, right, Trace?
Not at all.
All right, we go on to missed punishments. Doc Rivers fined $15,000 for his tirade and criticism of the officiating. Actually, a little lighter
That's
than
it?
norm.
Doc makes about $90,000 a game. I just want to point that out.
Hey,
So,
man.
I mean-
don't count another man's money.
Everyone can use $15,000, Brian. Make plans. Mavs point guard Darren Williams opened a mixed martial arts gym in Dallas. Says he plans to compete in the octagon after his basketball career is over. What
I
do you
don't
think?
think he should be talking about the end of his career right now.
As long as his-
Wrong signal is sent.
As long as he stay in shape and don't
Oh,
blow
look at
up like
that.
some of these guys retired.
See, I think he would like it if that's what he looked like. I think he'd be happy. Missed balance last night. Rondé Hollis Jefferson made Malcolm Brogdon fall with a crossover. Finished at the rim. Great move for bad defense, Trace.
That was terrible defense.
What's the finish? The jump stop was just as impressive.
That's
It was a
just-
better finish
that's
than it
just
was a cross.
Straight clumsiness right there.
Make roughhousing, a lot of chippiness across the NBA last night, guys. Several incidents in several games. Tracy, you like this? You like the old school basketball?
We had some physicality in the
PP.
games last night.
PP
Yes,
in on
yes.
goal.
Oh, yes, yes. I love
You
it.
did have some physicality.
Yes,
I
Bobby
believe
Jackson.
that
Yes.
we could
Yes,
show.
Bobby Jackson.
Yeah.
Grab him.
Back
Get
right
it.
away.
Get it.
That-
Slam.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Did that
Hold up
cost you
the arm.
Yes.
Oh, come on. And the old
I
school
think-
probably didn't call him anyway. Hey, look who's joining us.
What's up, Brian? Don't throw some strikes there. What you used to pitch in the Negro Leagues there, boy.
Why is he wearing the road jersey?
Oh, wow. This is what he was wearing today. We'll get him tonight. That's good. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for tonight. We got a lot to come on ESPN.